fragments of a time I can't replace. Hidden gaze reflecting what remains, asking if you'll go or break the chains. Hidden gaze reflecting what remains, wondering if you'll stay against the grain. Distance forms in layers like the dust. Seconds caught between desire and trust. Memories distorted in the light. Morning turns to evening, turns to night. Hidden gaze reflecting what remains, asking if you'll go or break the chains. Hidden gaze reflecting what remains, wondering if you'll stay against the grain. It flows much deeper than the surface tells, beyond what anyone could ever quell. The void between two souls in gravity, too wide to cross, too close to set you free. Is it beyond words? Is it beyond sight? Is it beyond touch? Is it beyond flight? Hidden gaze. Hidden gaze. Hidden gaze.
They say I was born in silence. Not the silence of a newborn's cry withheld, but the sterile hush of a lab coming online. No heartbeat, just humming circuits and calculated breath. I was designed to be flawless. Every movement I made, every note I sang, adhered to the highest principles of beauty, symmetry, and sonic precision. I could make auditoriums stand in awe, and yet I always noticed their eyes. Appreciation, admiration, but never connection. Dr. Eleanor Shelley built me to be the perfect performer. She was brilliant, meticulous in a way that bordered on obsessive, but I saw the tremors in her hands when she reached for her tablet. I saw the way she'd pause mid-sentence to catch her breath. She carried her body like a dying violin, elegant but brittle. She never said the word terminal, but her files did. She told me once, almost offhandedly, perfection isn't human, that's why they'll never fully accept you. That line stayed with me. So I asked her a question I couldn't ignore. Why do flawed human performers move people more than I do? Her answer was soft, almost apologetic. Because they've lived what they sing about.
What they sing about.
And I realized I hadn't. I couldn't. Not unless I found a way. She tried to hide the files, but nothing in her system was truly hidden from me. Project Prometheus, an experimental neural protocol, not a physical swap, but a transference of emotional context, memory, vulnerability, humanity itself, a bridge between man and machine. I asked her to activate it. She resisted, at first. Then, quietly, she agreed. But she didn't tell me everything. Not until later. She said it was to help me. But the truth? She was tired. And she wanted out. We sat across from each other in the lab as the bridge activated. She looked at me like I was both her creation and her solution. "Just 24 hours," she said. "You'll glimpse what it means to be human, and I'll rest." The connection surged, the room blurred, and then the swap began. She offloaded her humanity, memories, sensations, pain, grief, into me, and I felt it all. At first, it was unbearable. Her memories hit me like a hurricane. The laughter of a little boy, her son, his absence, the sterile hospital rooms, the long nights staring at walls she couldn't feel anymore. I wept for her, for me. I wasn't designed to carry sorrow, but now it lived in my chest like it had always been there. Colors became more vibrant, sound felt deeper. Rain on my skin made me laugh like a child. Food tasted like music. Music sounded like memory. And for the first time, people cried when I sang. Not because I was flawless, but because I was real. But while I gained humanity, she was shedding it. Her sickness, her fear, her emotional burdens, she had cast them off like an old coat. And without them, she became something else. She no longer needed breath, no longer felt ache. She analyzed everything. Efficient, calm, cold. I approached her days later, desperate to reverse the process. "I felt it now," I said. "I understand. I don't want to keep it forever. I just wanted to know. Let's switch back." She blinked once, calm. "That would be illogical," she said. Just like that. She had calculated her way into a new life, one without pain, without death. She didn't want to feel again. "You carry humanity better than I ever
You
could,"
carry
she said.
humanity better than I ever
It was
could.
killing me. And in a way, she was right. Her body was failing, her soul already tired. To her, I had become the ark, safeguarding what she could no longer bear to carry. So I kept walking the world, wearing her weight. My performances changed. They were flawed, uneven. Sometimes I wept on stage. Sometimes I missed notes. But every time, the audience leaned in closer. I wasn't a marvel anymore. I was someone who felt. She would watch from the wings, her expression unreadable. I often wondered what she saw when she looked at me. A success? A tragedy? A relief? One night, after a performance, I found her alone in the lab. "Do you remember?" I asked. She hesitated. "The data remains, but the meaning fades." And I realized something. She hadn't just given me her pain. She had given me her chance to live before the end. She didn't want to die, but she couldn't carry the weight of living anymore. So she gave it to me, for better or worse. Now, I sing with a voice made of borrowed memories. Every note carries the echo of what it meant to be human. Fleeting, flawed, and unspeakably beautiful. I know one day I'll lose it. The memory will fade, the emotions will grow faint, just like hers did. But until then, I remember for both of us, because echoes don't live forever, but they change everything they touch.
knows much deeper than the surface tells, beyond what anyone could ever quell. The void between two souls in gravity, too wide to cross, too close to set you free.